Hey everyone, Leroy here with a special edition of my weekly update. So with the U.S. moving into the presidential election tomorrow, with this week being an all-employee meeting week, which we don't normally do videos on, we decided to do something different, and we did a special election video last week for the U.S. colleagues, and then we're doing a bigger, broader one here at the beginning of the week to catch everybody up on the goings-on over the past week or so. So COVID, right now we've had an additional 5 cases over this past week that now bring our total case count up to 77. So once again, as you see the rise in cases around the world, we're seeing the same thing in our locations as well. Although I will say our cases have been basically all concentrated in the U.S. So our international locations, despite the fact that the communities and areas where we operate have been seeing increases, our folks have been doing a great job of following the right behaviors and making sure that they're not putting themselves at risk. And we've not seen any cases outside the U.S. other than literally the initial case that happened way back in March. So great job, everybody. Folks in the U.S., please continue to do everything you can to follow the guidelines and keep yourself, your family, your colleagues safe. So we just finished the end of week 2 of our employee engagement survey. We've had about 51% of employees respond so far, that's an okay response rate, but it's not quite where we'd like to be. So we're going to keep the survey open a little while longer to try and encourage as many of the remaining 49% to log on and have your voices be heard. You couldn't ask for an easier survey. It's sort of the typical thing that you see. You have 5 options on a number of different questions, stating whether you agree, whether you strongly agree, whether you strongly disagree, etc. You get more than enough chances to make comments, to have your voice heard. And I'll just say again, over the past several years, we've used the survey data and the comments to make a number of positive changes within the organization. So this is your chance to be heard. Don't miss the opportunity. Please sign on now and have your voice be heard to make a better Koppers. This past week, the IT team launched the Kaffebar, which is coffee shop in the Scandinavian languages. And so the Kaffebar is a virtual hangout place where any Koppers employee can check in throughout the day, check in on any other Koppers colleagues from around the world who might be logged on at the same time. Very easy to do. You just go onto the One Koppers team app, click on the general channel, and then choose the Kaffebar option from the menu. And like I said, it's a great concept to allow any of our colleagues from around the globe to connect with one another throughout a stressful day. So I urge everybody, when you get a moment and you need a break throughout the day, check out the Kaffebar. Last week I was able to join the I&D committee on their weekly call, and we were joined by special guest, 2-time Super Bowl champion, former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Charlie Batch. And Charlie was a great guest, had a lot of nice things to say about the I&D leadership. Told some stories relating, again, his experience in sports and on the gridiron and how some of that translated into everyday life in the business world, talking about the importance of trust amongst individuals, the importance of having diverse teams and diverse voices at the table. So Charlie, fantastic guest. And Charlie's still doing great work here in the Pittsburgh community with his Best of the Batch Foundation, helping kids in the toughest neighborhoods here of Pittsburgh and Western Pennsylvania. So admirable work that Charlie does every day, and it was great having him on board for the I&D committee meeting. Also at the meeting, the I&D committee announced the first subcommittee that was formed at our Stickney location. So again, looking forward to hearing how that group comes together and the ideas that come forward there. So again, I&D committee continuing to do great work, and again, looking forward from my standpoint, for me and the Leadership Council, to hear some of the great ideas that they have about how we can move Koppers forward in a positive direction in this area. For our U.S.-based employees, it's open enrollment benefits season time that begins today, Monday, November 2nd, runs through Friday, November 13th. So you should have received a notice in your Workday inbox that's notifying you of the selections that have to get made. You also should check out your home mailbox, where you will receive a nice packet of information summarizing and outlining all the different benefits that Koppers provides. I actually got mine over the weekend, so check that out. If your situation has changed in the past year, again, you may want to make a change in your benefits, so please make sure you educate yourself on what's available to you. If your situation hasn't changed and you like the benefits that you had, you actually don't need to do anything. They'll roll over into 2021, so it makes it as easy as possible. So anyway, check out the benefits package, check out Workday online, and either make the new decisions you have to or let it roll over. But we're happy to provide a great competitive benefit package to all our employees and hope you take advantage of them. Okay, so as I wrap up this week's special edition of my weekly video, I just want to remind everybody it is all employee meeting week. We have customized it this time to try something different into 3 separate all-employee meetings. We're doing one for the Americas, one for our European colleagues, and one for our Australasian colleagues in the various time zones that will make the most sense for them to be able to participate. So hope you get a chance to tune in and look forward to getting the opportunity to engage with you and get you up to speed on all the great things that are going on within Koppers. So until I see you later in the week, I urge everybody, please continue to stay safe and stay strong.